Hi guys, welcome back to Mind on Drive. Thanks for joining me. I usually do shorts on YouTube and TikTok and sometimes Instagram, so I'm going to be doing actually longer videos and connecting with people on YouTube more. Today I wanted to talk about 5 things that I learned from turning over 25. I'm 26 this year, so I wanted to share my perspective and insight and hopefully help out people that are younger than me and just give a bit of insight on how I thought after the age of 25. The first thing that I learned turning over 25 was chasing peace over excitement and chaos. It was very exciting to me being just like in the thick of it and going out with my friends and having a good time and being in relationships that kind of were addicting because of the highs and the lows. And it just kind of goes like that. I don't enjoy that anymore at all, and I don't even know if I enjoyed it before, but I was stuck in these relationships and I just kind of felt like I had to be there. But really, being peaceful is so much more soothing for not only your mental state but your physical being. And now I just have my apartment that's calm, that's safe, that's like organized, and I just feel so much more clear. And I wouldn't chase chaos ever again, and I wouldn't accept people like that in my life now. Like, I thought it was going to be like that forever when I was younger. I was like, oh, I'm always going to want a life like this. But then as soon as I went over 25, I was like, I really value being introverted. I value having very little people in my life that I can connect to on a one-on-one basis and just enjoy their time. The second thing I learned was over-explaining. You don't have to over-explain anything to someone that values you and respects you. If you say, no, I don't want to do something, and that person's pushing you and pushing you and pushing you, they don't value you or respect your time. I learned for the right people that you don't actually have to explain yourself and go into detail. Like, if you don't text back, that person shouldn't be irritated at you just because you're like 20 minutes late to a text. You know what I mean? The thing that I learned, sadly, as an empath, I always try and help everybody under the sun, and I realized that it drained me mentally and physically, and I was not able to get to where I wanted to be. And I learned that through trial and error, and realized that you have to really help yourself and focus on yourself, make sure you're good before you help everyone else, because you can't give and give when your energy is depleted. Another thing I learned after the age of 25 was realizing that all the decisions and everything I did when I was younger actually matters now. So keeping my body super fit and healthy and eating the right foods really matters, because if I spend all that time eating junk food and not working out and not prioritizing my mental health at this age, all the decisions that I made when I was like 20, 21, 22 would be reflective of me now. So I really realized that your past decisions really affect your future. And also going forward, becoming 26 now, I realize that these decisions that I make right now will affect being 30. And so that's why fitness is very important to me. Keeping my mental health in check is very important to me. And making sure that I'm not around draining people is very important to me as well. The last point I wanted to talk about kind of ties into before, but it's stop trying to fix people and start working on yourself instead. Like, I come across a person that really, like, I could see that there's a lot of trauma there, and I want to help them, but I realize that people can only help themselves. You can't get someone out. Like, if your friend is struggling, you can be there for them the best that you can, but that person's going to make decisions on their own. I've had so many people and family members that it hurt me because they were doing self-destructive behavior, and I could talk to them and tell them how much it injures me and hurts me, and want them to get better, but unfortunately they're going to make a decision. They're adults, right? So you have to take care of yourself, and you got to know that that person will only do what they're capable of doing. You can't change somebody. And that was really one of the hardest things that I had to learn growing up, because I had some family members that I really I could see them struggling and making poor decisions. And, you can tell someone everything, and you can bring that person to success and show them the right way to go. But if they don't want to listen to you and they're going to make decisions on their own, you can't save them. These are just 5 things that stood out to me that I learned growing older and past the age of 25. If you felt like I didn't mention something that you think is very important that you wanted to note down, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. Thank you so much for joining Mind on Drive. I will see you guys on the next one.